Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from South Padre Island, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Are you abnormal? This is going to be the conversation we're going to have today. Are you abnormal? I had the privilege of working with Nikki Ivy this morning and recording a radio show on living an inspired, motivated, fired up life that will be airing next Monday at 12 o'clock. We'll post it on Facebook so you guys can have some backstory into what went on in the past and what will be going on in the future. And we had a great conversation. What was really nice, it was a very organic conversation, and simply had answers that came from a place that I'd never had the discussion before. So I want to pose this question to you about abnormality. So I think about Gary Keller, the founder of Keller Williams Realty. You know, Gary is a guy that appears to be on the surface very thin. Now you got to remember, we live in Texas. Texas guys, we have some amazing Mexican food, and I would say that it's a safe guess that 90+% of people in San Antonio, especially, are at a minimum 20 pounds overweight. It's just, just the way that it is. People do call us Fat Antonio. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. There's just certain foods that tend to stick to you, if you know what I'm talking about. So Gary was being asked regularly by folks, Gary, you look so skinny, Gary. Gary, you look so skinny. Gary, you're so skinny. Are you okay? Somebody better give that boy a sandwich because he just looks so skinny. And he just kind of got tired of hearing it. So he had a conversation in kindness one day when somebody asked him, and he just kind of answered that question. It's like when people ask me, oh my goodness, 7 children, you know what causes that? Y'all don't want to know what my answer is. At the end of the day, he just decided to say the truth. He said, look, let me just have a heart-to-heart with you. He said, because you are surrounded on a daily basis by people who are, for the most part, overweight, a minimum of 20 pounds, 9 out of 10 that you see. When you see somebody normal, you think it's abnormal. I'm actually normal. I actually have a normal body weight, a normal body fat, according to science and research. For my height and weight, I'm normal. But you think I'm abnormal because you're surrounded by folks who are overweight. So the conversation we had this morning, asking about the high amount of productivity, personal drive, and intensity that Angela and I, as a married couple and individuals, exhibit on a regular basis, what it's like living that abnormally productive and intense of a lifestyle. And it brought up the question, and I said, well, what if we're not abnormal? What if the life we are living, that is a life of design and not default, the life that is built on purpose with clear goals, clear direction, clear sense of where we're headed, how we're going to get there, and who's going to be on that journey with us, and what it is that we need around us, and the belief that the resources and the relationships and the friendships will be there available to come alongside to reveal themselves as we take action and move forward. What if we as people as a whole just happen to be surrounded by such massive numbers of mediocrity, settling, hamster on the hamster wheel, The Walking Dead, zombied out, get up, get my coffee, get my car, go to work, do my work, come home, make dinner, do the laundry, go to bed, get up, get my coffee, get in my car, go to work, come home, make my dinner, do my laundry. That, I am going to pose to you, that is as abnormal as it can get. That is abnormality. That's my challenge. Could it be that we are surrounded by such mediocrity and people shooting so low just because they don't know what is available, just because they don't know what is available to them in an abundant life. They have no idea what may be available to them in an abundant life. And what if the abundant life of bearing much fruit and going for it and going hard in the paint every day and leaving everything on the field every day and giving everything you possibly can every day, not squandering a minute of the gift of this life you've been given? What if that is normal and everything else is abnormal? Only you can answer the question. Do you want to be abnormal or do you want to be normal? And who is your frame of reference? Have a great day, guys.